What is going on, YouTubers? Welcome to another video. Today we got the Ant Army, funny name, Studios Kid Boo life-size bus. This is one of their first life-size bus that's shipped. I know they have a prototype for Imperfect Cell Form 1, but they've also announced that they're doing like 30 life-size bus or something like that. They're pretty much doing every single main character. So we got this bad boy in house, wanted to see how it is. This was priced extremely cheap for a life-size bust. You know, most KD busts are the price of this without shipping, or actually even more. You know, this is like $750 or $850 shipped. It does come in 2 boxes. However, I only got one right now, so we're gonna have to do the unboxing a day late. Once I get the other one tomorrow. This was DHL shipped to me, so surprised that they separated the boxes. But yeah, gonna be real interesting to see how good this looks. Some photos it looked like really shiny, others looked great. Although photos can always be deceiving, so I need to see it in person to see how good it looks. So hopefully this is the body, and we're gonna see how it scales, how it compares to, like, because for the most part, MRC is the original company to get into bus, and theirs were costing $1,200. And they were overscaled, great sculpts and paint jobs, but super, like, too big for me. That was my biggest problem with MRC. I don't like overscaled. I want something that's just true 1-to-1, because when it's overscaled, it just looks off. And so KD did their bust. Theirs, arguably could be underscaled or just spot on. It kind of varies because, the Vegeta felt small, but again, he's only 5'4". Goku felt pretty good size. Like, it's a big bust, 36 inches tall. Granted, hair is very tall. This Boo is like 32 or 33 inches tall, so it's quite big. However, it is from below the belt. So I'm hoping it scales good with KD, or at least in general, like a true life-size bust. As you see, I have a lot of life-size busts. I probably own more than 99% of the people in the world. I own 50 plus life-size busts. So, I have a good idea of, what they should scale like and how good they are. This is probably the cheapest life-size bust, though, that I've bought that will be in my collection. Every bust I own generally is, over $1,000. So we'll see how good the quality is, the paint app, and so forth. They're a newer studio, so they're coming out in a bang with all these busts. Let's see how good they are. So let's open up this box and see what we got. Alrighty, so we got it out. I didn't take out the art box, but, kind of get an idea. It's just Boo. I don't care for art boxes. I think it's a waste of money. Because once you take it out, you put it back, it's just in your garage all day. I'd rather save $15 and not get that. They did do straps, which I do like, and they even put their logo, which is, something that does cost extra. This box does weigh a good amount of weight, I will say. It's not light. Let's see what we got. Okay, so looks like we got part of Boo, so at least we can gauge how his pink looks. We got the base, a hand, and the key ball, and part of a logo. So check this out. So what is that? A brush. Looks like a remote for the Lightup, which is nice. We'll have to take this out. Yeah, that looks like the adapter. Interesting. It's quite nice they gave you that. Alrighty. I'm not sure if I can do this one-handed, folks. Let's see. Come on, Flankster, you got this. You're a warrior. You can bench 450 pounds. You can do this. One of them. Alrighty. Yeah, that base is very similar size to like my KD Vegeta bust. Alright, yeah, that's a good weight when you get a good grip. Lightweight, baby. Yeah, there's quite a bit of white crap on it, so we'll want to dust that. And there's Boo's head, so we can compare that head to like Goku's head. And then here is, let's see, what's this? So we got just Z. We didn't get Dragon Ball Z, just the Z's. Here's the key ball. Looks like a translucent resin, and then the hand that holds it, and the head. So I'm just going to go ahead and put this in the DBZ room, and we'll compare the heads for now. Alrighty, YouTubers, so I got Boo's head, and I wanted to first compare it to my head. So a 1-to-1 human, that is what it looks like. I need to look in the mirror, but you guys tell me, is this to scale for someone who should be, I think Boo is like 4'9" or something, just a child. Now if we compare it to KD Goku, I mean, it definitely has bigger eyes, way bigger mouth. KD Vegeta, you know, and then comparing, you know, just like looking at it. I need to see the whole thing set up. Now, in terms of shininess, because I know some people were like concerned about shininess. Here's what I will say is shiny. This black is shiny in the ear. The eyes are slightly shiny, and then this black holes, I mean, realistically, these are supposed to be holes. Those are also, you know, decently shiny. But the actual pink, like, it does reflect off the lighting, but it's not shiny per se. It just reflects off the light. You know, here's the base. You know, it is bigger than Vegeta's base. It's a little bit thicker. However, I do put those on risers, and I'll remove this to display Boo, like right here. You know, like, you look at this. One thing is these logos are attached via magnet. It's not like an insert, so you don't technically have to display the logo if you don't want to. I will say the logo is a little too big / thick, in my opinion. I don't like that. You know, like, look how fat this bad boy is. Like, I mean, it really is kind of fat as that, but that's a standalone. But if you compare it to, like, that, it is quadruple the thickness of another logo. I would say this logo should be cut in half. It's too thick, for sure. Now, they do give you this brush, so you can brush it as need be. A remote, sticky stuff. This is usually in case a part is loose or needs a little tightening. You know, it's museum tape, really. There's also some tiny little batteries in there, which I assume is going to be for the ball. And then this is a fancy little thing I've never seen before. It's a way to wirelessly, you know, do this. Basically insert 3 AAA batteries and it's USB-C, and then you can plug it in right here in the back. For some reason that plug does stick out. I'm not sure why they had to do that. Not a fan of that. It should go just in. But again, that is in the back. But yeah, it is. Yeah, like on camera, it definitely has a reflection as if it's shiny. In person, I mean, in camera to person, it's definitely, right now in camera, it's showing up as like a lighter reflective pink. In person, it is a good pink for sure. It's somewhat similar to KD's Boo in terms of pink, which again, in camera, it shows as like a very light pink. What does this look like? This one actually comes off pretty accurate. But this does not come off accurate at all in terms of camera to me seeing it in person. Alrighty, now we have the hand. Now, this hand is quite...
Motion detected at the front door.
Quite bigger than my hand. You know, so bear in mind, I am 6'4", and this hand is, you know, quite a bit bigger for sure. Something is going to go right there. This does have a somewhat shiny look to it, and this I can actually show you next to, you know, Ryu Kid Boo. So quite a bit difference in terms of the pink. Yeah, I mean, it definitely has a much more shiny look than like that Boo, for example. The hand is shinier than the face. But this hand is freaking huge, you know, like, look at it next to the clicker. I'll show you against an Infinity Studios bust, just so you can really gauge the size difference. So I think, you know, that's one thing people want to know is scale. You know, so we have a lot of busts in here. You know, like an Aquaman bust, for example. An Aquaman already has a pretty big hand. The fingers are definitely about equal. So it's definitely quite a big hand, I will say. Definitely bigger than I think it should be. So I will say, based off the hand size and the head, mouth, and eyes, I do think it is overscaled. And this is more in line with probably MRC versus KD. You know, you like Goku. Yeah, like look at that. Substantially bigger. This does not have any skin textures or anything. Black nails. Yeah, like KD has extreme skin texture on his busts. Granted, Boo, I don't think he would even have skin textures considering what he's made of. So I don't think I would want skin texture on this. Look at that. It's almost like it could be the hand from Wednesday. There you go. The Wednesday hand. Let's test out this light up on the base. Alrighty, folks. So we are testing out the light up feature using the given thing. 3 AAA batteries. So this does have a few lighting modes. As you see right now, it's kind of like pulsating with different colors, you know, from pink to white. Let's see what other colors you got. Yeah, it's almost skin toned color. Really, it's 3 colors. So you can do just a pink color. Obviously, that'd reflect off Boo. And then you can also just do a standard white. So 3 options, which is cool because KD only gave you 1 option. So I do like the inclusion of this light up feature. And the fact you get a remote is really nifty. You know, unfortunately, KD's, there's no remote option. Light up is bigger on this than that. Now there's the KD's. This one's a little bit bigger. I don't know if that thing will work on a KD, but the one thing I definitely prefer on KD is the DBZ logo as well as the little dragons. KD's kind of like copyrighted that shiz though. So obviously if any company copies them, it's way too apparent. But he did a really good job on his base designs. Yeah, there is the base. As you can see, in general, it does match quite well. Now, in reality, you could change the DBZ logo because there isn't like an imprint. If I wanted to take a smaller logo and you could, you know, hot glue it, you could use putty, like the included putty, then you could make a smaller logo. So the big logo, I don't like how big it is, but you could fix it to get a smaller logo. And then technically, because how thick these logos are, you could actually just display them on their own and, you know, heck, you could even like wall mount it, Dragon Ball Z right there. I think it'd be better, honestly, to do that, like the logo wall mounted and then a smaller logo on the base. Because I'm not a huge fan of gigantic logos on a statue. You know, I think it should be minimal, have the focus more on the character. So here is the little key ball. Now, mine did have one of the things kind of come unglued. You can kind of see right there where it's like pegged in. Mine came just off. I don't even know why they actually even had it glued on. All 3 of these are pegged in and kind of glued. I just inserted it back and it's very sturdy. It does have a little hole right here. And you can see on the hand how, you know, right there, that is where one of the things is going to rest, but I don't see what the hole is for. And I think it might be for some sort of light up feature in this ball. But this is basically everything that came in box one, and we're literally already 15 minutes. So this is going to be a 2-part video, folks, simply because of, everything I'm doing. But I would like to give a huge shout out to Kaio Nation, Victor Montez, for getting this out to me. He's my favorite DBZ retailer partner of mine. So be sure to join my group, DBZ Resin Collectors. Check out Kaio Nation, link in the description below. They are sold out of this boo, but you can always get any future Ant Army, busts or any DBZ statues in general from them. They were able to get me the Ryu boo, and we will do a side-by-side in the full review. For this particular video, it's just going to be an unboxing. So we'll see on the boo body and the other arm. I'm assuming it's probably going to be a similar size box. But yeah, we'll see in tomorrow. And yeah, stay tuned. Before we get to the next part of the unboxing, I wanted to show Vegeta bust. I actually was able to use that same charger to light it up. Now this one's just a button in the back. This is the only light up option. There, you can see it. It is pretty bright. I would say slightly brighter than the Boo one. Obviously, it is smaller, but it does have a pretty good brightness level. Alrighty, folks. So I figured out how to get the ball to light up. It actually is just a little, almost like battery thing, and you actually need to use a magnet. So they told me to just use this magnet to go ahead and light it up. And so you basically do that and it lights up. It's not super, super bright. Obviously, it's just a tiny little battery operated thing, but it does have that feature. So that's pretty cool. That is what the hole was. And you use this blue putty to go ahead and get it to stay inside. So basically like so. So of course you're not going to see that because it's at the bottom. Although to light it up, you'll probably want to the ball doesn't sit flush in this, so you could just insert a little battery or a little magnet. This is too thick, but if you had another magnet, you could simply insert it. I wonder if this does this have a magnet? No. But yeah, you'd have to just insert a little magnet to go ahead and get this to light up. But that's actually a really unique feature. I've never seen that. It's quite unique that they gave you that. They gave you the remote with this, which I've never seen that in a statue in 10 years, 300 plus statues I've collected. This is completely new. And I've never had a magnet to use a light up also. So that's 2 new things I've never seen in a statue before. Alrighty, folks, I just wanted to quickly do a comparison of the pink colors from Ryu to KD to Ant Army Boo. So here is the KD. This one doesn't have any reflection on it. It's a nice, good pink. Looks really good. There is the holes and how they look. There's no reflection in there. Here's the Ant Army, which definitely has some sort of reflection. I mean, it's not really bad. It's not in person, I'm oh my gosh. It does come off different in camera for some reason. And then there is Ryu Boo. Ryu is probably my least favorite of the pinks. It is just one shade too dark in my opinion, although I do think it is quite accurate to the anime. I think the statues are going more vibrant. Just in general, that's how DBZ is. They like to go really vibrant, where in the actual anime, Vegeta hair isn't that vibrant. I think Prime 1 is more accurate to the anime in terms of the yellow versus any of my other DBZ. But it is more similar to KD than it is Ryu. But you can see, one of the big differences between the Ryu and this is I'm pretty confident this is it a decal? I don't know. I don't know, but it's shiny eyes. This one looks, more sculpted and hand painted. They also put a white dot in there. I guess it's just the eyes are shinier, but I would say that's actually more accurate because eyes should have that more shiny look, because eyes generally have a shiny look, because they're wet. So I'd say that eyes are more accurate than that. But there is just the comparison of the pink. We're actually going to set Boo up here. I did have the Z on wrong. So yeah, we're going to set him up here next to Ryu so we could do the side-by-side, and then we'll move probably just Vegeta and set Boo up there. And then we'll try Boo down low over there to see if he fits inside a garage shelf. Alrighty, folks, we got the second box of Boo. Included a nice little nifty coin, gloves, and an art print with basically both the poses. So I assume they only printed one poster, but I did not know it included that. That's really cool. Let's get this out. Alrighty, so let's go ahead and open it up, see what we got. There is Boo's body. Here is the pink Dragon Ball Z logo and the normal Dragon Ball Z logo. And I think that's it, honestly. This is all we're really missing. So, yeah, that's it. So we're going to go ahead and just set this up in the DBZ room. So I'm just going to carry it over there and set it on the base. Alrighty, folks. So we did get Boo all set up. This is everything you basically get. You're going to go ahead and get 2 DBZ logos. You're going to get this nifty little COA coin, which already comes in a nice little acrylic case. So you can see basically the Boo statue, which looks good. And mine is number 8 of 88, ArmyAnt Studio. I like this. This is cool. You do get the little brush so you can brush any dust and whatnot, as well as the light up feature. And then if you want to light this up, you can simply use your extra logo to light that up, like so. So there you have it. ArmyAnt life-size Kid Boo. You can see size comparison next to my other DBZ or life-size bust, you know, next to Clicker. So this is just the unboxing. Stay tuned for the full review, comparison, and so forth. Let me know what you guys think. Again, I did get this from Coyote Nation. I'll leave a link in the description below. And you guys can't get this because it's sold out, but you can get future ArmyAnt bust there. See you in the next one. Have a great day.